It hasn't always been easy, but after a lot of dedication and hard work, Chris Vacante finally has his dream home in Tijeras.
It probably took about 12 to 15 years before it was finally exactly the way I wanted it. So it's something I don't want to burn up.
Vacante is all too aware of the fire danger here in the forest. Thursday's fire near the village of Manzano is a sobering reminder.
It was very concerning to us because of the area that we do live in, and when you hear a fire starting in the area, it's always so random. You're never sure exactly where it is when they say Tijeras, and you think, well, Tijeras is a big area, so where's the fire?
So Vacante is doing what he's always done, keeping his property in check. And he doesn't have to do it alone.
The whole point's to get the fuel off the property.
The Ciudad Soil and Water Conservation District is available to help East Mountain residents like Vacante protect their property the right way.
We will pay half the thinning, and it's done according to state forestry standards.
It's not a new method, just a proven one that, for Vacante, is as necessary and cheaper than home insurance. And he says the result on his property ain't half bad.
And it's healthy for the woods. It gives you a healthier forest. It gives you healthier trees and brings up the nice grasses underneath, and it just opens things up a little bit.
Front and left and across and across and across and back with that.
The Zumba craze hits downtown Albuquerque. Today, office folks like Vidalia Chavez Gruber got in and got moving.
If you love music and you love to dance and you love community, then it's perfect.
The city's Cultural Services Department set up the free session to spread health awareness and to help out local organizations like Salsa Baby and the New Mexico Jazz Workshop. Vidalia says this is the way it should be on a typical summer afternoon in Albuquerque.
If you go to some other countries, you walk down the street and there's dance going on all around you. Sometimes in the United States, we get stuck in our own little house, and this really just brings people out.
It brought out insurance agents Leandra Arias and Tom Baca, who are ready to shake it at a moment's notice.
Didn't even think about anybody around, you just got into the rhythm.
Leandra says it's encouraging to see fitness put front and center, especially in her line of work, which includes health insurance.
There are weight requirements that you want to meet to get the preferred ratings, and to be healthy is going to get you definitely the better ratings in life insurance.
So the next time you see these folks at Civic Plaza, give it more than just a toe tapping. They say jump on stage and join in.
You meet new people, and you see that we all have something in common, which is the language of music.
Eddie Garcia, KOB, Eyewitness News 4.
We use the hottest Latin music to get those hips moving.
It's been more than 6 decades, but they will never forget.
Present. Huh.
Every year, Korean War veterans make their way to the Veterans Memorial on Louisiana Boulevard.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America.
Purple Heart recipient Lawrence Fenimore still remembers a .51 caliber machine gun piercing his stomach when he was just 18 years old.
I try not to remember it because there was too many bad memories.
But he and others don't ever want to forget those who fought in the conflict that's still unresolved and often forgotten.
It's not part of our history, and that's very sad because we lost 36,000 people killed, troops killed in Korea, and most of them, or a lot of them, was killed in that first year, 1950, because the Chinese came through and caught us off guard.
The local veterans group says 215 New Mexicans lost their lives in this war that lasted a little more than 3 years.
Hey, fire!
Also on hand, a grateful Korean-American community of Albuquerque.
We really appreciate American soldiers. They fought for us. Without them, it couldn't last longer than 3 years.
They honor those who laid down their lives and pray for the estimated 28,000 troops serving there right now. Maria Guerrero, KOB, Eyewitness News 4.
Southbound went by, next thing you know, northbound's coming up. We're both standing at the platform and it just whizzes right by us. We're like, what the hell?
For Edgar Benavidez, that passing train meant missing out on up to $150 in jewelry sales.
Native American handmade jewelry.
He says he's getting into Santa Fe an hour and a half later than he needs to, losing peak hours to make money.
225 and up.
And there are a lot of others at the Kiowa stop who need that express train.
The express not stopping here in the morning is hurting a lot of people that don't have transportation to get up to Santa Fe.
For whatever reason, we moved forward with the schedule that didn't include Kiowa.
But Augusta Myers with the Mid-Region Council of Government says they took a second look after the governor of the Santo Domingo Pueblo contacted them about the problem. She says the board talked it over and they're adding Kiowa back on the express schedule.
Like, hell yeah!
Myers says it will add a few more minutes to the commute, but is worth it to keep the rural and urban riders happy.
That happens, like I said, generally within a month or so after any new train service, because we find out how it's working and sometimes we have to make a few adjustments. So this is not going to be a major deal for us.
It'd be perfect for everybody.
This is a town where life moves as smoothly as this stream. Everyone knows each other, and everyone knew Miranda Serna. Blue skies, sunshine, and snow-covered mountaintops welcomed her home for the last time. The community and her family celebrated her life and mourned her death inside Santa Gertrude Church.
She was more than a sister. I love Miranda a lot.
Her best friend, Rhonda Smith, was there also. Serna died on her birthday, but she called Smith before getting on the plane.
I told her that I loved her, and I told her to give me a call. And she said, I said, don't forget to give me a call. And she said, I will. And I didn't hear from her.
In her 7th season as assistant coach at Oklahoma State, Serna and coach Kurt Butke died in a plane crash a little more than a week ago.
Miranda loved life, and she loved everything, and most part she did love God.
Her cousin remembers watching her play at El Dorado.
She was a very aggressive basketball player. I mean, she was very competitive.
She had a gift on the court at Trinity Valley in Texas under Kurt Butke, winning a national title in 1996.
Miranda was, again, very humble person. So, you know, she never really, to her it was never a big deal, but to everybody else it was.
Serna began her college women's basketball coaching career at Long Beach State University.
I'm pretty much coaching because of her today.
New Mexico State University coach Tamare Inouye was one of her players.
One thing that she always instilled in all the players was family, like family and going back home.
We always used to tell her, well, you know what, don't stay over there forever. You know, you do got to come back home.
Serna is home now and left behind her legacy for this small town.
Miranda was very inspirational to this entire community, and she will not be forgotten.
Christina Rada, KOB, Eyewitness News 4.